Hello, welcome to another video. You already know what it's gonna be. I'm so excited. So probably a few months ago now, I posted a video that I was redecorating my bookshelves because I got a new bookshelf. And then I moved. Also, if you hear noises, that is Vincent at the door, my cat. He is 97% sure he needs to be in this room right now, but he does not because there is yarn. And if he gets the yarn, the house becomes a big ball of yarn because he's a disaster. So please just ignore him. He just needs, he might chill out. He might not chill out. You might be hearing him forever. Okay. Anyways, so I moved and therefore new bookshelves. I finally got my dream bookshelf, which is a corner bookshelf. It's lopsided. So this one, there's just one here versus these two here because the room is, there's a window. And you can't put a bookshelf in front of the window. So, but I'm so excited. So this room is not my bedroom. It is my yarn slash, or my craft slash library room, because I convinced my brother to have the bigger room and I get a bedroom and then the extra room. So, welcome. I'm so excited. So bookshelves are in, and that's gonna help me clear out this room. Disaster. Absolute disaster. But once I get the books up, it's gonna feel a lot better. So, but here are my bookshelves. I'm so excited. They are the Billy IKEA bookshelves, like everyone does. Putting up the corner ones, not as easy as you might think. My dad we had to do a lot of manhandling here, okay? And word of advice, have a magnet on hand because, so where they meet at the top, there's a gap between them, right? Because they're rectangles, they're not hexagons or something. My dad dropped one of the pieces down between them and they were already locked together. So if you're building corner ones, have a magnet on a string so you don't end up like us. But I'm just so excited. It's literally, we finished putting them up about 10 minutes ago. It's 9:20 now, 9:20 p.m. That's why the lighting sucks, because the lighting in this room is awful, but there's no lighting outside. Well, there is very little bit, but the blinds are closed because my books are in front of it and I don't want them to have sun damage, obviously. But I'm too excited, so I'm doing this tonight. I already have a plan. This shelf that's kind of on itself, this is gonna be my physical TBR books. This middle shelf is gonna be exactly pretty much what I had it in my old house as a display shelf, and then one's gonna be like, one of these is gonna be like romance, contemporary, and then the other one's gonna be fantasy, sci-fi, dystopian. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And I will give you guys a little sneak peek. Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot. And the other half of the room, a mess. An absolute mess. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So let's do this. And fittingly, I'm wearing my I Love Terracin shirt from the Common Room shop because I'm also rereading Heir of Fire right now. I'm having such a good time in life, guys. I promise. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so while I was unpacking my books, I sort of organized them, meaning that this little sidebar here, that's all my physical TBR. Everything else, not organized. But at least I have my physical TBR, so that's where I'm starting because that's out and about. So let's pull those over to the shelves and get started. I just realized I need to clean the shelves and dust them off before I do anything crazy. Oops. Okay, so, wait 1 second. I was gonna say I have my whole physical TBR sorted, and then I remembered that I bought in books that were just kind of sitting there. I've read this one, which is Not in Love by, or not in Love, Problematic Summer Romance by Ali Hazelwood. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, I have not read. Ocean, I have read, and Dungeon Crawler Carl, I have not read. So these two need to go on there somewhere. that whole section done, and I still have 2 shelves underneath this one that are completely empty, so that's good. I have these 2 books in here. This is my mom's book. I just need to give it back to her. And this book I am selling on Pango right now, so I don't really want to put it on my shelves. I don't know. Okay, let's get started on this middle shelf because I kind of know what I'm doing with it already because, like I said, I'm probably keeping it exactly the same as as in the old house. So let's do that and insert a new camera angle. Jeez. Okay. And also time check, it is 9:40. Okay, I'm really close, sorry. Okay, so I've done part of them. And I think it's just time for me to go through and sort kind of what I have on the floor because it's a disaster. So, floor time. Hi guys, it is 10:30 and I've done all I'm gonna do for tonight. There's definitely some editing that needs to be done because I've just kind of thrown some stuff, but I have something. So I will show you guys what I have for tonight, and then I will do some more editing tomorrow on it in its messy glory. So yes, but I'm really hot, so and I need to go to bed because I have things to do tomorrow. So let's take a look-see, shall we? Hi guys, long time no see, like really long time, like maybe a month time. I never showed you my finished bookshelf. She's pretty much done. I've got some books I need to put on there, but I haven't, so. But I'm gonna give you a good old tour of her. I'm excited. I was gonna give you a tour of the rest of my craft room, but it's kind of a disaster, and this video has been needed to be up in forever. So we're just not gonna do that. But you can see my craft room in other videos that I have coming after this one. So that's what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna give you a little overview and then shelf by shelf what I have. Yeah, okay, let's get into it. So first on the shelf we have my physical TBR, which is this shelf, and this shelf. Let's not talk about how many unread books that I have. It's an issue. There is a little ferret that I crocheted, and it's a little dinosaur, because why not? And then down here we have classics and nonfiction books, and obviously this little crab to go with my ocean book. And then this is middle grade fantasy, so Harry Potter, gross, well, gross J.K. Rowling, Fantastic Beasts and Percy Jackson, with a bunch of knickknacks. If you couldn't tell, I love the Niffler so deeply. And then down here we have poetry, which doesn't really take up a lot of room, and then some of my other middle grade books. So, and then we'll zip back up here. This is my fun little display shelf for some of my favorites. Obviously The Darkest Minds and this cute little manatee. I just felt like he fit really well. So, and then my Emily Wilde shelf, we have all my different editions and all my fancy stuff. I don't know how to display all that, but I love. These special editions are from Owl Crate, if you're wondering. And then my Throne of Glass shelf, Queen of Shadows is not on there right now because it's on my TBR. But then we go down and we have the Once Upon a Broken Heart trilogy and a little fox, because obviously. And then the Zodiac Academy series. I don't have all of the books, but this is what I have for now. And then Cassandra Clare books. I just finished reading one, so it'll kind of straighten those up. But then we go back up here to my Grishaverse shelf. I painted these Converse. Also, I tried to crochet a crow with no pattern, like my first ever crochet project, so it's really ugly, but I put them up there anyways. But all my beautiful Grishaverse books. And then these are fantasy series that I have finished, or finished what's out of them at least. And a little dinosaur jelly cat. Can you tell I like dinosaurs? And then here are more of my Sarah J Maas books. It's kind of a continuation. Another dinosaur, because why not? And then more fantasy series and such. And then once again, more fantasy series. These ones are mostly ones that I have not finished, or it's like there's only one book out in the series. And then my little V.E. Schwab section, it's mostly just Addie LaRue, because I love Addie LaRue. And then we have a little dystopian, Greek mythology, and sci-fi. As you can tell, fantasy is my main genre. And this cute little jelly cat. And then this is the bottom section. These are like standalone fantasies or fantasy series I don't intend on finishing. I should probably move Gallant up there with my V. Schwab stuff, but that's future me issue. And then up here we have romances If you heard that loud noise, that's my cat demanding to be let into my room. Romances, these are my Heartstopper sneakers. I wore them a ton, so they're kind of gross. And then down here we have this book nook that I made. Some more romance series, more romance. And then down here we have Alice Oseman in Heartstopper and this little birdie. And then these are all of my Ashley Shoemaker books, which in a month I should hopefully have one more because her new book's coming out. And then I also on here I have, this is the little Winnie the Pooh my friend gave me. And if you can see, there's a second Amelia Unabridged that my friend annotated for me. So I kind of put all that stuff there. This is what I consider my contemporary literary fiction, not really romance shelf. And then down here we've got miscellaneous, so horror, graphic novels, mystery, and that has like my book sleeves and stuff. And then down here we have yearbooks and 2 books that I am selling, so I don't want them on my shelf. So there she is. The whole bookshelf. It's really blurry, sorry. And then I have a heck ton more books I still need to put on it. Oops. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's a little all over the place, but I started filming it forever ago and I just wanted to get it done and uploaded because I haven't posted a video in like 2 months probably. So, oops. But yes, thank you for watching and I will see you guys somewhere else on the internet. Bye. Oh, actually, I may be having another new bookshelf tour soon because I think we're moving again. Anyways, now I'll see you somewhere else on the internet. Bye.